The curtain of Alfred Hitchcock's life was a complete story, like a thriller that shook not only the history of cinema, but also human psychology. Considered one of the most influential directors of the 20th century, Hitchcock took the horror and thriller genres to another dimension. We will take a look at the story of Alfred, who brought horror to the silver screen. If you're ready to brew your coffee and sit in front of your screens, here we go. Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense, was born on August 13, 1899 in Leytonstone, Essex, England. He was the youngest of 3 children in a working-class family. His father was a grocer and his mother a housewife. Little did they know that their son would grow up to be one of the most influential filmmakers in history. As a child, Hitchcock attended St. Ignatius College, where he developed a keen interest in literature and the arts. He was fascinated by the works of Edgar Allan Poe and the macabre, which would later shape his distinctive style. Hitchcock's interest in cinema was sparked during his teenage years when he began attending movie screenings and was captivated by the magic of the silver screen. Hitchcock began his career in the film industry in 1920 as a title designer and writer for silent films. This early experience allowed him to understand the technical aspects of filmmaking and hone his storytelling skills. He eventually transitioned to directing and made his directorial debut in 1925 with The Pleasure Garden. This was the beginning of an extraordinary journey that would redefine the thriller genre and leave an indelible mark on the world of cinema. David O. Selznick signed Hitchcock to a 7-year contract beginning in March 1939, and Hitchcock's career moved to Hollywood. During the filming of The Lady Vanishes, Hitchcock received a telegram from David O. Selznick. He wanted him to come to Hollywood and make a movie about the sinking of the Titanic. Since his contract was to start in April 1939, he had time to make one more movie in England and made Jamaica Inn. According to Hitchcock, the film contained a number of absurdities, but it was still a box office hit. In June, Life magazine called Hitchcock the greatest master of melodrama in the history of cinema. From 1955 to 1965, Hitchcock hosted a television series and filmed some episodes himself. The series made Hitchcock a celebrity with his funny way of speaking, his ability to humor even executions, and his image that became iconic. At the beginning of the series, a few cartoons of Hitchcock's profile would appear, and then Hitchcock's image would fill the cartoon. Over the course of his career, Alfred Hitchcock directed more than 50 films, each of which showcased his unique ability to create suspense and psychological tension. His most important works include Psycho, Vertigo, Rear Window, and North by Northwest. His distinctive directing style, characterized by clever camera angles, suspenseful storytelling, and unexpected plot twists, earned him the title Master of Suspense. Behind the scenes, Hitchcock was known for his idiosyncratic quirks and eccentricities. He was fond of practical jokes and often appeared in cameo roles in the most unexpected places in his own films. A famous anecdote tells of Hitchcock's meticulous planning for the iconic shower scene in Psycho. Instead of relying on special effects, he achieved the chilling effect by using chocolate syrup to mimic blood running down the drain. Don't confuse the effects of that era with the Marvel effects you see today. Speaking of Marvel, don't forget to check out our video on Stan Lee, the father of superheroes. Despite his enormous influence on the film industry, Hitchcock's only personal Academy Award came in 1968 when he received the Irving G. Thalberg Memorial Award for outstanding contributions to filmmaking. Nevertheless, his films received numerous nominations and awards, cementing his status as a pioneer of cinema. Throughout his career, Hitchcock has received numerous Golden Globe Awards, recognizing his brilliance as a director and his ability to captivate audiences worldwide. These prestigious awards include the Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award in 1972 and the Best Director Award for Psycho in 1961. Hitchcock's work has been honored with Academy Awards and Golden Globes, as well as awards from various prestigious institutions. In 1971, he was awarded a BAFTA Fellowship, the highest honor bestowed by the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Hitchcock's contributions were also celebrated with the American Film Institute's Lifetime Achievement Award in 1979. Although Hitchcock achieved great success, his career was not without scandal. His treatment of his actors, especially his leading ladies, has been the subject of much controversy. Despite these controversies, his influence on the world of cinema is undeniable, and his films continue to fascinate audiences today. Alfred Hitchcock was a pioneer in the world of cinema, known for his innovative and groundbreaking techniques. He revolutionized the art of suspense and storytelling by exploring the use of unique camera angles, creative editing, and sound to heighten tension. His mastery of suspense sequences and his ability to manipulate the audience's emotions set a new standard for filmmakers to follow. Hitchcock's influence on filmmakers to come is immeasurable. His distinctive style and storytelling techniques have inspired countless directors and shaped the landscape of modern filmmaking. Directors such as Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, and David Fincher have all cited Hitchcock as a major influence on their work. Hitchcock's emphasis on visual storytelling and his ability to create tension and suspense have become hallmarks of the thriller genre. Hitchcock had several landmark films that marked important turning points in his career. The Lodger, a story of the London fog, is considered his first successful thriller and shows his early mastery of suspense. Psycho revolutionized the horror genre and is still considered one of the greatest films of all time. Hitchcock's filmography is filled with critically acclaimed masterpieces. Vertigo is often hailed as his greatest achievement for its mesmerizing storytelling and stunning visuals. North by Northwest is another acclaimed film that seamlessly blends suspense, action, and humor. These films, among others, cemented Hitchcock's reputation as a brilliant filmmaker. 5 of Alfred Hitchcock's films, made between 1948 and 1958, could not be reunited with audiences for decades due to copyright issues. Years later, Hitchcock reacquired the copyrights to these films, and upon his death in 1980, his daughter Patricia Hitchcock inherited the rights. After a 30-year hiatus, these films resurfaced and were only released in 1984 and are known as the 5 Lost Hitchcock Films. These 5 famous movies are Rope, Rear Window, The Trouble with Harry, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Vertigo. Hitchcock also found great success in the world of television. The anthology series Alfred Hitchcock Presents brought Hitchcock's distinctive humor and suspense to audiences. In his last years, Hitchcock began to suffer from health problems. He struggled mainly with obesity and suffered from heart problems. He was physically challenged by his health problems, and this contributed to the end of his active directing career. Alfred Hitchcock died at his home in California on April 29, 1980, at the age of 80. Hitchcock's death deeply saddened the world of cinema and created a sense that an era had come to an end. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Share your thoughts and ideas about the video in the comments section. You can also turn on notifications to get more content and be part of our community. See you in the next video.